What's happening, guys? Chris, VA Travels, up here in Stafford County at the head of the Aquia Creek. And I'm gonna check out Aquia Church, historic church that goes back to 1750. Gonna take a walk around and check out the cemetery. Here we go, nice looking church. And Georgian architecture, Flemish bond brickwork. You'll see the rub brick around the arch windows there. And I don't see a belfry up there. I don't know if there's a bell in there. I heard chiming not too long ago. They probably have a speaker up there, but maybe at one time that was kind of a bell tower. And what stands out is the coins and the surround around the door. It's Aquia sandstone from a quarry not too far from here off Government Island. I've got a video on that if you want to check it out and get some more information, see what it's all about. And yeah, let me go up and take a walk around. You'll see it's on the National Register, 1992. Cool wrought iron fence surrounding it, and you'll see the cemetery is open sunrise to sunset. All right, let me get a closer look. Oh, cool, it says Aquia on the pediment there. And this sandstone is great. It doesn't break when you dig into it. It's easy to carve. And the same quarry provided sandstone for the White House, Mount Vernon, the US Capitol. Inside there's one of those triple tiered pulpits. I can't see what you see, hopefully you see it. But I know there was one of those at the Christ Church, way out there past Kilmarnock. They've also got one at Vaughters Church there in Essex. I made a video on both of those if you want to check them out. Oh yeah, and Civil War soldiers have carved into the stone. The 5th Texas Volunteers, that looks kind of LMK. WHK. But yeah, this was used to house soldiers during the Civil War. As a matter of fact, the pews were used as horse stalls, and these are just people's initials. All right, you'll see different brickwork right here. So this portion looks like it was kind of patched up. I don't know what went on, but yeah, this thing was seriously damaged during the war, obviously. And I'm sure a lot of you guys know this area is where the Union soldiers camped out the winter of 62 into 63. Okay, so this looks like it might be more, I know that's a real, one of these is real, the 5th Texas Regiment B Dull. I almost thought it said Bull Durham for a moment. Yeah, and anywhere the Civil War soldiers stayed, they always carved their initials and pictures into things. On the inside, they always used coal, wrote on the walls. Okay, pretty cool. Let me wrap around this thing, and yeah, the little keystones on the lintel there above the window. Didn't see those before. Cool. Oh, all right, okay, you can see part of the, pulpit up there. Greek cross design on the inside. More graffiti. I guess you're gonna have this probably on every corner. Not much here, but these walls are 2 feet thick. And pretty neat, it's pretty rare to have a second story on a church. J.M. Pierce. Oh, 1956, it says. All right, now I'll take a walk around the cemetery after I walk around this thing. Let me kind of go over here and catch some shade. I can tell you that there's a 4-piece silver set on the inside. I'm sure it's locked up, hidden away, but it predates the church, so that's pretty old. It was given to the church by Reverend Alexander Scott. There's a flagon, a chalice, a couple of dishes. And during the American Revolution, the War of 1812, and the Civil War, they were all taken and buried by parishioners. Okay, almost finished. I don't see any graffiti on this side. Yeah, sun's hitting it. Oh, it says something up there. Let me zoom in. And some old English letters, that A right there. Yeah, really nice looking church. The Aquia Creek dies out just on the other side of those woods. And I'll just walk up, see if this graffiti is of any significance. No, I don't think so. All right, cool, yeah. All right, let me walk around the cemetery. Over here, the grave of John Payton of Stony Hill. Born back in 1691. Wow. I can tell you he was a member of the House of Burgesses. He was also on Governor Alexander Spotswood's Knights of the Golden Horseshoe expedition, where they charted out the western part of the state. Magistrate for his county, 1745. Like I say, member of the House of Burgesses. Had a plantation home, Stony Hill, about 2 miles from here. It was destroyed during the Civil War, then had a second plantation home, Tusculum, near Aquia Creek, which obviously is close by. Member of the vestry, 1757. And the Aquia church property was a part of the original Payton land grant that included Stony Hill. Had 5 sons and 16 grandsons. So it looks like you've got the Powers family buried over here. Okay, another little plaque. Let me just see, John Payton, again born 1691, departed this life 1760. Okay, family crest. And what type of animal is that? It's a winged something. Is that a griffin or something? But, okay. Second wife of John Payton. And I can't really, the thing's really weathered, but there lies Eliza. Okay, first wife of John Payton, so he's got both wives by, oh, looks like a child's buried here. So, and what is this? Oh, 1872, okay. No, he's born 1872, died 1935. Let me see what's in these hedges. Okay. Oh, all right, so Waller. This must be the Thomas Jackson Waller. Okay, so yeah, the Waller family over here. And whenever I'm in these graveyards, I'll tell you that technically bodies buried at a church, that's a graveyard, and a cemetery is a separate graveyard away from the church, technically, but the words are interchangeable. Okay, Brooks family, and the Brooks family, that's they're big around this area. Taliaferro, that's another big Virginia first family, and they're actually technically of Italian descent. I guess you can tell by the name, and that's going back to the when the Romans occupied Britannia, the English Isles. Oh, it's pronounced Tolliver nowadays. Over here, the name Conway caught my eye. Died 1887. There's another Conway back here. Oh, that's 1953. But yeah, there was a Moncure Conway, lived here in South Stafford, down in Falmouth. And he was a noted writer. Wrote books about Nathaniel Hawthorne, Thomas Paine. And he led a big emancipation during the Civil War. He took his family's slaves out to a place called Yellow Springs out there in Ohio. I think it was near Cincinnati. And this headstone kind of caught my eye. Neat design. All right, some older ones over here. Oh, all right, hold on. So Major John Mason Lee. Okay, yeah, he's the nephew of Robert E. Lee. All right, yeah, it says CSA. Really old one over here. Yeah, last name is Lee, and it says something August 8th, 1918. So, okay, well, not that old, I guess, but it's just really weathered. And so would this be his brother? 1882 he was born, so maybe his son then. Okay, so maybe his children back here. Edith Balchley, B-A-L-C-H, born 1881. And over here, John Mason Lee, so this must be junior. Yeah, it does say junior over here. Born 1878. All right, Nanny Mason Lee. Take a look at the front of these. All right, so Nora, I'm sure this is gonna be his wife. Cool little design. Nora Bankhead Lee. Here it is, family crest. Yeah, they had a squirrel. George Washington also had a squirrel and family crest, but pretty cool knight's helmet. There it is, John Mason Lee, as a giant garbage truck goes by. Okay, the Wall family over here, and we've got a veteran, died at Quantico, Virginia. Okay, Daughters of the American Revolution. All right, so assuming, of course, World War II. Oh, by the way, today is the 4th of July, so shout out to this guy, Jacqueline Marshall Meredith. All right, a veteran, and this would be Dr. Kate Barrett. So she was a social pioneer. She was instrumental in the creation of the historic Fredericksburg Foundation and the George Washington Foundation. All right, so shout out to Kate Barrett. What is this one over here? American Legion. Okay, so let me just take a look at these last couple. And these kind of ledger style down on the ground, they age quick, as you can imagine. That crest is all mossed over. Yeah, so this one, pretty bad. And I was thinking they might have the name or something, but of the S of Sons of the American Revolution, huh? Patriot. Okay, cool. It's a shame this is mossed over. I almost feel like that's a skull and crossbones. Is that a baby or something? Or are they little cherubs or angels? Interesting. Oh, skull and crossbones over here. And yeah, it's a shame these weather like they do. I can't really read. Some people, they bring a sheet of paper and they trace over them, but I know a lot of these a lot of places they don't like you to do that. A lot of information on that one. Over there, it's almost like a tomb. I'll check that out, and I'll look at this big one over here. Philip Saint somebody Moncure. He was a Mason, and he was born down in Caroline County. So, College of Surgeons. And let's see what this is all about. The Grand Lodge, Benevolent and Protective Order of the Elks. Order of the Elks. And just kind of a big block, I guess. Maybe something's written on this side. Okay, here we go. Took the long way around. So yeah, Grand Exalter, Ruler of the Elks, Grand Master of the Masons. Okay, so shout out Viola Barrett and Robert Barrett. All right, so I think that's gonna wrap it up for Aquia Church and Cemetery. And gonna get out of here. As always, if you wanna help me get out to more of these places, you can support me on Patreon. You can follow me on Instagram, like and subscribe. See you guys.